Alright, Siege of the Bosch Burgers movie fan 2008 here, and I'm gonna do a review on Toy Story 4, aka. Hang on. Yeah. Which, yeah. So, yeah, this movie came out in the year 2019, the same year as the masterpiece movie, the Angry Birds movie 2, Frozen 2, The Secret Life of Pets 2, Spies in Disguise, Shaun the Sheep movie Farmageddon, why is it hard to think? How to Train Your Dragon Ahead of the World, Abominable, The Lego Movie 2, etc. Yeah, 2019 was the best year for animated sequels, if I'm being totally honest with you. I'll explain that very soon, but yeah. So basically what the plot is, it takes place after the third movie left off, and Woody is living life at Bonnie's new home, but he sadly doesn't get picked, which I'll get to that in a minute. He sadly doesn't get picked with Bonnie, but then Bonnie has to go to kindergarten for the first time. She's scared, which I don't know why they did that. She was in Sunnyside daycare. I mean, that's a play place, really, not really a learning center. You all know what I mean. Yeah. So then she's very worried and scared, but then Woody tries to go keep an eye on her, but then she has nothing to do. But then grab materials for her, and she makes a new toy called Forky. Which, yeah, Forky is hilarious. But yeah, and then Forky became a new favorite toy, and then Forky realizes that he doesn't want to be a toy. He wants to live in the trash because he was made from trash. But then he tries to run away. But then Woody goes with him, and then they both get lost, and they have to try and get back. But then on the way there, Woody meets Gabby Gabby, and then runs away again. But then Woody reunites with Bo Peep, and he lost Forky, and him and Bo have to try and get Forky back, and that's what the plot is. Now, guys, back in 2016, when I heard this movie was getting announced, I was like, "Oh yes, and that's what I'm talking about." And I heard a lot of people not that much people were excited for it. I was like, "Oh no, we don't need a Toy Story 4. 3 was a perfect end." Which I agree. Which yeah. Then the trailer came out finally. I actually became addicted. I was like, I got to see this movie. I was so excited for this movie, but then Toy Story 4 came out. And when I watched it, I absolutely loved it. It was a masterpiece. Now, the animation in this movie is awesome. The characters are great. Some I like, some I don't. Which, yeah. And the plot, and the climax is pretty good. Not as great as the first three, but yeah. Which, yeah. And animation, like I said, the animation's good and the plot's great. The story's awesome. But yeah. And the song "You've Got a Friend in Me," yeah, that song's nostalgic. Randy Newman, yeah, he's a great singer. But yeah. So yeah, Woody's great. He's still a great character. Buzz is awesome. Jessie still is a great character. Bo Peep came back, which is awesome. Which yeah, we all know why she was not in the third movie. It did explain to us at the beginning of this movie. And then Forky's an awesome character. He's played as Tony Hale, who also played as Sanjay's next door neighbour in Sanjay and Craig. Thea in Inside Out 2. Bill Hader didn't return. And the villain from Clifford the Big Red Dog, which the villain from Clifford the Big Red Dog 2021 movie. Yeah, he's a great villain. I like him. Yeah, and he also played in Alvin and Chipmunks The Road Chip, which yeah, honestly that was honestly his worst performance if I'm being honest, because I hated the villain from Alvin and Chipmunks The Road Chip. He was awful. He was just not a great villain. He was not as great. He was not as good as Ian, which Ian was an awesome character. But yeah, and yeah, Rex is still awesome. Slinky's great. Ham's still an awesome character. Mr. Potato Head's still funny, even though he barely got any screen time in this movie. But yeah. Now Duke Kaboom, yeah, he's funny. He was made in Canada, but Bunny and Ducky, honestly, they are hilarious. I love Bunny and Ducky. They're one of the best comedy duos ever, along with Tuck and Roll from A Bug's Life, which they were funny. I love them characters. Yeah. But honestly, yeah, Gabby right here. Yeah, she was not a great character, honestly. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys, but Gabby, she was not a great villain. I didn't like her. She was just not a great villain. I mean, I did feel bad for her when she wasn't getting taken by Rona. But then she became good at the end, which was great. Which, yeah. Gabby, yeah, she's an okay-ish villain. She's okay-ish, I guess. Not the best villain, but she's okay-ish. But she's not the worst character. Oh boy. The worst character of this movie is Bonnie. There, I said it, Bonnie. Yeah, she is honestly the worst character in this movie. I liked Bonnie in Toy Story 3. But in this movie, she was pathetic. They've literally butchered the character. Like, she seriously did not care about it. She made a promise to Andy at the end of the third movie that she promised that she would take good care of him. And she broke the promise. Seriously. Bonnie, what the heck is wrong with you? You're supposed to take care of Woody and play along with him, not just leave him out. Which, yeah, honestly, they've literally butchered the character big time. That's my only negative I have of this movie, and that's it. I mean, there's another negative I have. Yeah, but Tin Toy was in this movie, which was awesome. But yeah. And yeah, the ending in this movie, where Woody didn't go with him. Yeah, a lot of people were pretty upset with that scene, which, yeah, it was kind of sad, but still. But this was actually a perfect end to Toy Story. Like, we didn't need any more Toy Story movies. But until last year, there was an announcement that we're getting a Toy Story 5. Which, yeah, Lambo, he thinks Toy Story 5 is a bit unnecessary. Which, yeah. We all said that Toy Story 4 was a bit unnecessary, but we all still loved it, and it won Best Animated Feature award. So Toy Story 5 will probably surprise us. But yeah, I am excited for Toy Story 5, but I'm more excited for the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2 and Shrek 5, which I'm saying that because they're both coming out in the same year in 2026. Which that's the year I turn 18, guys. Which, yeah. So, yeah. Those are the only negatives I have of this movie, and that's it. But, yeah. There were some references, like the bit where Ball's arm comes off. Yeah, that was funny. That when Woody screams, yeah, he's funny as. I love Woody screams. He's funny. I mean, he screams like a woman, but he's still funny. Oh yeah, speaking of, they did a robot chicken of Toy Story, which yeah, some of them were funny, but yeah, some of them were funny. But then when he did a replacement one, and then Woody and Andy had duplicates, yeah, I didn't like that one. That wasn't funny. Which robot chicken, I will review on at some point. Do not worry, guys. Yeah. Now, Nick Hicks, yeah. Nick Hicks wasn't really a big fan of this movie, which, yeah, I understand why, but, yeah. Patrol Spot Against Phantom 1 takes this movie, like, way too seriously. Like, he despised this movie, which, seriously, this movie was awesome. I loved this movie. But Nick Hicks wasn't a big fan. He doesn't take this movie too seriously, unlike Patrol Spot Against Phantom 1. Which, yeah. And screw Patrol Spot Against Phantom 1's rant on this movie, which, yeah. And to be honest with you, yeah, I thought, yeah, Woody was still a great character and all, yeah. Jessie, yeah, she was still a great character, despite Jessie didn't get much screen time in this movie, but still a great character. Oh yeah, and Miss McDimple, this character here on Bo's shoulder, yeah, Bo Peep, yeah, the shoulder, yeah, I forgot her name, Dimple I think the name is, but yeah, she's a great character, I like her. Yeah, one of my cousins did have a toy like that when they were little. Which, yeah. So, yeah. And overall, guys, I give this movie a 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece. This was a perfect end to the movies. But we'll see how Toy Story 5 goes. We'll see about that. Which, yeah. I mean, I'm excited for Toy Story 5, but I'm more excited for Shrek 5 and Toy Story and Super Mario Bros. Movie 2. And I am more excited for Toy Story 5 than Frozen 3, which Frozen 3 I am very excited for. Which, yeah, Frozen 2, despite Frozen 2 was a perfect end, but Frozen 3 will be great. Frozen 4, we'll see what I'll think about Frozen 4. Which, yeah. So, yeah, like I said, I give this movie 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece. I love this movie. Both sides were still great, by the way. Yeah, despite it doesn't talk, yeah. And Buttercup and Trixie are still great. Aliens are so funny. But yeah. Gabby, yeah, she's an okay villain, I guess. I'm not saying she's the worst character of this movie. No. Don't, I'm not saying that. But yeah. So yeah. And this is my 5th favourite movie of 2019. 4th being Shaun the Sheep movie for Armageddon. 3rd being sequel. I don't know. First is the Angry Birds movie 2, of course. Third being the Lego Movie 2, and second being How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. Which, yeah. So yeah, so thank you all for watching. Reach for the sky and to infinity and beyond. Oh, speaking of to infinity and beyond, my next review is going to be Lightyear, which I can't really review on that masterpiece. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Reach for the sky and to infinity and beyond.